Hello, thank you for dropping by. I'm Laurie, and on this episode, my brother and Jim are going to install whole panel porch railings on our back porch. And if you stick around to the end, you'll see me make a Mexican cornbread casserole.
Just a regular 2x4 that we use to put these railings up with. And the first thing we did, we took them all and we cut a 3/8 inch dado in there. And if you look, it's it's half of the 2x4, which is 1.5 inches thick. We cut them 3/4 inch. It's 3/8 of an inch wide and 3/4 of an inch deep. And that's what you'll need to fit this wire in.
My brother Royce came to help us today, and he helps us with a lot of projects. He and Jim work so well together.
That one?
Yeah.
Ready? What? Do right and tell me when.
Hang on.
I'm gonna go to the bottom and put.
I'm together.
You got it down all the way? Ready? Okay, now we need to go in a little closer together. Yeah, see, you're waiting on me here. Push this way.
Is it butted up over there?
You got about 8 minutes to go.
All right, let me see
So,
something.
where's that mallet you were talking about?
A mallet.
You gotta pick it up 2.5 inches. What's the top look like? Here you go.
I got plenty of room on the top.
Got your pry bar somewhere? I want to cut the 2.5 inches. You feel good about that? Because I'm going to get the screw gun.
After that first one, they really got into a rhythm and worked pretty fast building each of the panels.
It's just jacked up, that's all. I'm gonna have to get up there with a maul and knock it down.
We're going to have to get one side at a time because they're twisted.
Yeah.
Ready?
No, hold up. Do it. Laurie, beat it out this way.
We can get that bottom done, and we'll work on the top.
Get it.
That's a wrap for day one. And look, we had more deer visitors overnight. Jim will be on his own for day two, but that's okay because he only has two small panels to do.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you are smart. This could bump back a little bit at the top. It needs to come back a little. I tell you, this is so nice. These railings and having the porch floor painted and these posts. And we had to paint this because we got to get the siding replaced here on the back of the house. And I wanted to do that first. Jim's adding some solar cap lights. I am really excited to see how these are going to look. It's nice to finally get furniture back on this porch, and all the lights are on. We still have to do the top rails here. We need to do the steps. We need to do the siding. We need to paint the railings, probably in fall. Gosh, it is such an improvement already. And as with so many things in life, we do things in stages. Well, I'm glad to get this one done. And I just love those lights.
Alright, y'all saw in the video that we made these frames and we put the wire in the frame and then we brought it up here and put it in place on the porch. And I noticed after we put this particular one on, I cut the wire too short. So to fix it, I had more wire or more panel, and I undid the screws here and over here, pulled this off, slid the wire out, cut the new wire and slid it right in place and put this board back on top. Also, you'll see these boards are not painted. They're treated, and they're still wet with the treatment. So we didn't paint them because it's not going to stick. It's just going to peel off. What we'll do in a few months when it's dry is we'll do the same thing. We'll undo the top screws, move this board out the way, slide the panel out, then we can paint all that and not have to worry about getting paint on the panel or anything else. And then we'll paint the board while it's out, and then we'll put it all back in place. It'd be real simple.
Okay, we're making Mexican cornbread casserole. And I'm going to brown a pound of ground meat. And you want to combine this, you're going to use your favorite cornbread recipe. And I've got a recipe for cornbread, just so happens, on my channel. And this is really filling. So you're gonna brown this ground meat and drain it. Okay, so I think this is brown. So you're gonna drain this. Okay, I got it drained. Now you're going to get a packet of taco seasoning mix, and you're going to follow the directions on the taco seasoning mix. Okay, and so I'm using the McCormick original taco seasoning mix, and it's calling for me to add 3/4 cup of water to the mixture. And then you're going to stir in the seasoning mix. Okay. And then you're going to bring this to a boil. And then you're going to reduce heat and simmer for 5 minutes. It smells good. Okay, so I say that's boiling. So we're going to put that on low. And time 5 minutes. You want to stir that occasionally so it doesn't stick. Okay, it's about done. A few more seconds. And to this, you're going to add, there we go. You're going to add a can of corn, and it can be whole kernel or creamed corn, doesn't matter. I'm going to pour that in there. And you want to add a can of Rotel. Okay, you want to stir that in, and boy, the colors of this are really great. Great. Okay, turn your stove off. Okay, so you are going to, I mixed up the cornbread, and you're going to mix that, incorporate that in with this ground meat and Rotel and corn and taco seasoning mixture. Get all of it. Because you're actually going to bake it according to the instructions for the cornbread, which is 475 degrees for 20 minutes. Now when we get this mixed up really good, we're going to pour it in this casserole dish. And the really fun part, you're going to top it with shredded cheese, a cup of shredded cheese. And look at that, made a mess. And I'll put this ingredients list in the description. top it with a cup of shredded cheese. Whatever kind you want. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven for 20 minutes. Okay, it looks good. All right, see what you think.
You see all that smoke?
Yeah, you're gonna let it cool first. Okay.
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
All right. Another success story. All right, it looks great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm,
y'all
perfect.
make it. All right, y'all try it.